Tip top of the day to you again. This is the former peer, and we are in session 2 of navigating the AI landscape. Now, last week we spent a lot of time. We dove really deep into how to set up for success, and I talked about a lot of different things last week. So, if you did not get the opportunity to look at that video, make sure and reach out to whomever invited you to this training or gave you access to it, so that way you can go and see, because you'll get a little bit not lost, but you'll be skipping steps, and that's not what we want to do. We don't want to skip steps. But I am going to talk about one or two things that I did touch on last week, because I do think that it's very important and the foundation for us being successful. So one of the things that we talked about last week as we navigate through the AI landscape, let's just bring this up here, was what we focused on was talking about the what, the where, and the how. Now, before I do that, let me jump on this. What I did touch on was the fact that there are three big strategies for you in generating leads. What I also talked about was that before we got into AI and all the different things, your primary goal as the CEO of your company is to be the rainmaker. You are the one responsible for making it rain. It doesn't matter what you have, how great your Facebook page is. It doesn't matter how much you can close. It doesn't matter anything unless you can make it rain. So that's the first thing that I need to make sure, like, because we can get the AI to do anything that we want it to do. The question is, what do you want it to do? That's the question. Okay, so we talked about the three big strategies for generating leads. We talk about working by referral, my favorite, and I have some really great content diving deep into just talking about how to work by referral. And then we talked about running ads to your content, and that's what we're going to be talking about today: how to use AI to create content for your business. And then the third part is talking about paying the lead brokers. And if you spend time with me, you understand that that's one of the least things that I like. I don't like those that option at all, because it's the one that gives you the least leverage. Why? Because when you pay the lead brokers, they are in control. The lead brokers are the Zillows and the realtors and the Opcity and all of these different companies that say, hey, we'll give you leads, but we'll take a 45% referral fee. I have nothing, I'm not upset with them. It's an opportunity. I'm upset with the fact that my family, my real estate family, don't want to develop the skill so that they don't have to take the easy way out. If you're taking notes, write this down. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. And that's my desire. That's the goal, is to make you better, is to make you a better real estate professional by developing these skills in marketing. So that's what we're going to talk about. So that's why I don't like the paying the lead brokers. Now, when we talk about the what, the where, and the how, and I want to bring that back up, is that, what is your desired income? Most folks know what they want to make, right? 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. I mean, I really will not spend the time with anyone that comes into this business and wants to make less than $100,000 net. I wouldn't do it. And it's not the best use of my time, but I don't think it's the best use of your time. My son, he's 20 years old. He works at Aldi's and he makes $22 an hour. You're better off going there and working for $22 an hour and get your paid vacation and your benefits, rather than running around struggling to make $8,000. According to the National Association of Realtors, real estate agent with 2 years or less in the business is making an average of 8,000 gross. Are you with me? And people that have with 16 years of experience is making about, I think, like 80,000 or something like that, gross. Okay, so there's many other ways to make less than $100,000 and don't have to deal with the stress. So what's your desired income? 100, 150, 200, 300,000. That's going to be the number. Okay. Then the next part is the where. Where is this income going to come from? It's going to come from the sphere, the online. And I need you to get this. The reason why I need you to get this is because as we get into AI and I begin to show you all the amazing things that you could do with the content, where are you going to utilize AI? Because that's the place that you play. So I'm going to go for online ads. I'm going to do cold calling. I'm going to do door knocking. I'm going to be focusing on the lead brokers. And next week, we're going to be talking about how to use AI to get sellers. And we'll talk about all the different niches in that area as well. organic social media. These are the where are you going to get your business from? And then once we have figured out where we're going to get it from, then we talk about the how am I going to do it? Am I going to do client parties? Am I going to do lead magnets? We're going to talk about that today. How to create lead magnets. Am I going to knock on 50 doors a day? Am I going to do virtual events? Am I going to host memorable open houses? Am I going to do community engagements? Family, this part of the program is critical. I need you to get these, I need you to get clarity. And we did talk about creating your chat GPT last week, and we focused a lot on creating prompts and all of you to get. Because real estate really comes down to these things. These three things is content, conversation, and conversion. You want to be able, because your primary goal is to generate leads, but you cannot generate a lead or an opportunity if you don't have content. With good content, you invite people to want to have a conversation with you. Let me say that again. With good content, you are inviting people to start a conversation with you. So here's the thing. I learned a long time ago when I was early on in my career, I did a program called Sweat Hogs. And one of the things that my coach taught me was that he said, you have to have a fair trade. If you want somebody to give something to you, give you their name, their phone number, their email address, give you information about, they want to sell their home or whatever the case might be, you have to give them something of value. And if you give first, then you have earned the right to ask. Because if I give you something, then you'll give me back something, a name, a phone number, ultimately an appointment, going all the way down to a contract, getting into a closing. Is this making sense? So we get good content, we'll generate a conversation. And then when we have that conversation, now I get the opportunity to convert. Now I get the opportunity to close, to let you know why I am the best fit to get you home sold in this market. Why 100% of my clients choose me to get their home sold on their market. Now I have the ability to convert and to close. So those are some of the big pictures. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Let me just stop the share right here. Once you have understood these things and you've built this framework and you go back and you watch the first video and you understand that my content needs to trigger conversation. I see a lot of people putting out content on social media, and they put out, content on their Facebook and their Instagram. And, trainers teach, your content needs to be entertaining, educational, and all these different beautiful words that they teach. And I love that. But I see a lot of people focusing on entertainment more than education or information. So you see them dancing around and showing pictures of their food and doing all kind of dancing market updates and all kinds of silly stuff that I don't think that it's relevant. That's number one. And number two, if you could put out content, but if there's no traffic coming to that content, you're not going to get any business. So we're going to talk about that next week as well. So let's go ahead and dive back right in here, because I got a lot of stuff that I need to show you. So as we get into that, let's kind of move over here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. So we talked about the chat GPT last week. We talked about creating content. I don't want to go there this week, but I do advise you to go take a look at that program. One of the things I did talk about last week that I do want to share with you on there at the time of this recording is that this feature, the plugins, is going away. So I did talk about plugins and having different plugins, but that's going away, and they are going to be focusing solely on the GPT-4 and what I did teach you last week, which is going to be the GPTs. So the GPTs are going to be these custom GPTs. Is like a store that you can access all the different types of GPTs. So if I come into the GPT and I type in real estate, I covered this at length last week, it's going to give me all the different GPTs. So this one is your go-to source for real estate investing knowledge. Save on real estate tips and tricks. This is a commercial real estate guide, real estate insights. What is this right here? Real estate, Toronto, real estate, expert in real estate insights. And I did teach you in the last video how to create one of these, but this is where everything is going to come down to, and then you could find all the different GPTs. This is one of my favorites, the 11 Labs. I teach this, and I'll probably be teaching this a little bit next week, where it can clone your voice. And now we'll talk about some advanced cloning techniques next week and cloning your voice and stuff like that and how to be able to utilize that to get some business. So let's talk about first content. And I'm going to show you a couple of different AI options when it comes to creating content. So one of the first ones that I do want to focus on is, let's pull that up right here real quickly. It's going to be a website and it's called Room View. If we can pick it up somewhere in the bottom of it. Here we go. It's called roomview.com. And it gives you out of the box content immediately that you can get done tonight. You can get this done tonight. So as you can see, I'm on the dashboard right here. And I put in that this is where my location is. So I'm in Savage, Minnesota. And look at what it did. It automatically pulled up some content for me. So this one is the Minnesota Bold Moves Housing Affordability. These are some news right here that they come up with 2024. May see. So these are actual video content. And let's just go ahead and preview and share this one. Let's just preview this here real quickly. Has my face, has my name, has my information on it, and I can share it on all the different platforms. I could even download it once you're on the pro plan, right? The free plan, you can do a lot of this stuff. It gives you some of the hashtags that you can do. You can actually schedule it inside of the system to go out onto your business page. You can't schedule to your personal page, but you could go out to your business page. But I can schedule it for it to go out to my business page. I could also embed the video onto a website. There's so many multiple different things that you can do. Why do I love the embed? I love the embed if I'm doing some type of a marketing where I'm sending out postcards and I'm driving traffic back to my web page, or if I'm doing like a QR code type scanner and I want them to just go to a page where the video is, so I don't want to have to go to my Facebook or go to, or maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to take the video, put it on an Instagram post, take a QR code. This is a good one. Right? It's a pro move right here. Let's say you have an Instagram page or Facebook page. Take the video, put it on a postcard, and then you create a QR code on that postcard, and then you mail it out to people that are most likely to sell. We'll talk about that. And then when they scan it, they go back and they hop onto your Instagram page, and you can pick up a follow or maybe a like onto your Facebook business page, and then they can watch the video if you have a community page or whatnot. Or you can make it simple as well too. So those are some great options here that you guys could do out the box. But look at some of these videos right here. Then they have the market report videos, Minnesota Bull Moves, housing affordability. These are some good ones here too. Why rent is still high for many in the Twin Cities. This is good. Let's just go ahead and whack that button. And why rent is still high for many in the Twin and there's some music. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and share the audio with you because I think that that's important. Let's just go ahead and do that. Share sound. Right, you should be able to hear this. So
cities.
Right, and the AI was talking. You could change up the backgrounds. Finally,
Why rent is still high for many in the Twin Cities.
Right, and the content is already here. You can share this out. You can put the voiceover and not choose to put the voiceover. You have content that you can put on. It get deeper in a second. Then I got some market update. These are some images that I can do. And then I can also run these targeted Facebook and Instagram ads. So again, it's one stop out of the box content creation, AI content creation done for you, right? And then you could also run ads. If I wanted to, let's say, advertise on Facebook, I could just go ahead and click the button and I say, well, I like this particular ad right here. Okay, great. This is what I love. Wondering what your neighborhood sold for. Is my headshot. Here's my information. Let's just go ahead and click on next. And I'm running ads tonight. I want to run it for 14 days. I'm going to do $20 a day. I can get about 40,000 people. This is my location. This is my back the button. You have just put out content that could generate a conversation. You're welcome, right? And you can do this right now tonight. And there's some other options here too, as well as you go down. There's some few other options. One of the things I'm going to touch on real quick is the email campaign. So the email campaigns are also very good, where what you can do with them is they can have these follow-up emails. The AI will follow up with the leads and let you know. They'll as a matter of fact, let me come over to the lead management. So let's just show you that for a second. Right? So you see leads and follow-up, right? RoomView follows up with potential buyers and sellers on your behalf. So you have email follow up, SMS follow up, you have a call follow up. When someone clicks on your ad, your lead enters their info in Facebook form and is sent directly to your lead management panel. They're now on your hot leads. Then we follow up the hot leads by calling them on your behalf. So what you're doing is you're taking control. This is still ads that are running on your Facebook page. You're still getting the traffic, you're still getting the eyeballs, you're in control of your income. So you're not spending, 40% on a lead or a buyer lead. You're spending $10 a day, $20 a day, whatever. Couple $100, right? And you can do that. And now you could, if you want somebody to follow, I would say if you're not, I would say this. If you're not doing well over 100K, you're running on a team, you're not that busy. Unless you're doing like a buck 50 to 200, you're not too busy to make these phone calls. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it 100. Okay, make the phone calls, get on it, put the work in. Yes, you'll get to a place where you'll get an assistant, and yes, you'll get to the place where maybe you can hire a call center to make the 4 or 5. When I was running my team, we're handling anywhere between 4 inquiries a month. That's a lot. It's a lot of phone calls too. I had a large team. I encouraged my team to make the phone calls, but are you tracking with me, family? It's important, right? That you have some form of leads generating everywhere. And then there's something called the journey builder, which I also like in this particular one right here. And I'm not affiliated with this software. It's not my software. It's not my app. I don't make any money, and I'm not making any money. I think that it can actually help you. Okay, so it talks about the journey and text messages and everything. So you want to go ahead. The last piece I'm going to show content calendar. The AI will actually, you just answer a couple of questions, which I did, and look at my calendar right now. Look at my calendar right now. They already have content on all the days to go out on my calendar because I answered a couple of questions. So if you're worrying about what to put out there, so now I've just shown you, you can use the AI to create content, relevant content, post the content, drive traffic to the content, and follow up with the content all in one place. Man, you are welcome. Okay. So let's go ahead and get out of here. So the next thing that you want to do, the one-stop shop. Okay. One of the other things that I love to do when it comes down to creating content is using eBooks. Okay, I love using eBooks to drive traffic to my site. So one of the sites I'm going to do is just close this off. Is I'm going to show you a couple, but one of my favorite ones is one called Designer. Let's just go ahead and come out of here real quick, so I can show you this one in so Designer is uh is this ebook creator that allows you to create these really uh, cool ebooks, flip books that you can also use to generate traffic. And again, remember what I said to you, that your goal is to do what? Generate traffic. You have to be putting out content every single day, and not just a Facebook post with you dancing or you eating some food, like putting out stuff, running ads to that content, even putting out stuff to your sphere of influence. And again, I didn't get into that. I'll probably touch on it next week, but putting out stuff that your sphere of influence gets on a regular basis so that they know that you're still in business, right? We can use the AI to create some of this content that will do that. So let's talk about Designer real quick. So it's generate your ebook fast. I'm going to show you one of my favorite moves that I make. So this right here is all the different ebooks that I've had in the past. So there's a really cool website called Keep Incurring Matters. Let's just go to that website really quickly. And I did this ahead of time to save the time. So on Keeping Current Matters, you go to, let's go to their blog actually. And they have different things that they offer, but today we're just going to the free section, which talks about their blogs. So it's just their free blogs. And I usually would come to the site and then I say, okay, here's all their blogs. Let's just go ahead and grab the sellers. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create an ebook. We're going to create an ebook from a blog. Now, This is good content. Why today's housing supply is sweet spot for sellers. Oof, that's so good. I like that. It's time to prepare your house for spring listing. Oof, that's good too. Good content. Home equity can be a game changer when you sell. Man, some good content. Houses are still selling fast. Okay, I don't even know which one to choose. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and choose this one. So I'm gonna click on that. Because remember, what I want to do is I want to market. I want to put some content out on social media. Maybe I want to run some ads. Maybe I want to farm a particular area. And again, there's so much more to this, but I'm just showing you content today, strategies and a whole nother training, like, working out the strategy, how we drive the traffic to the content and all these different things. But today I want to get content into your hands. So I went to KCM blog, okay, and I found a blog that I like. This blog is good. See what it looks like. It's good content in here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab this URL. I'm going to show you how fast this is. This is crazy how fast this is. So I'm going to grab this URL. This is it right here. Remember the picture. I'm going to come over to my designer, and then I'm going to go with the flip books. As a matter of fact, I want to do an ebook. Okay. And you can do it. You could do books from YouTube videos. I'm going to give you an example. So if I create an ebook, it will say, what do you want to do? So I could take a YouTube video, turn it into a PDF, then a podcast, and into a PDF. I could do a bunch of different things. I could import a video, turn that into a PDF. But today, I want to import from a blog and post on a URL. Okay. So do that. I'm going to paste that we just got. Go ahead and click the fetch button. Okay. I'm doing a quick down and dirty for you. Quick, so it picked it up. Great. Um, Add a team to your post. Team, I don't want to put it there. Let's just go. My post is, let's do this right today's housing market. Let's do that. Paste that in. Skip next. And it's gonna ask to pick and they have all these beautiful covers on here. You could pick a different cover. In this case, I don't want to, I don't want to pick any of these covers. I'm just going to go ahead and use this plain vanilla. Okay. So do that because I want to keep it authentic to where you see this. I'm going to click on this. Then I'm just going to go ahead and save this image, right? So this image is going to save somewhere on my thing. Got it. So saved. I come back over now and this is loading. This is great. No problem. I'm just going to go ahead and I want to add me. I want to add an image. Let's just do that. And let's just upload an image. And sometimes it's crazy doing these things live because you don't know what's going to happen. So we upload it live. And let's upload this picture right here. So that's going to go up there. Good. And then I click on it. And now it fills it right there. And then I can, let's just go ahead and place the, where did we copy that from? Let's do that again. Copy. Nice. You always want to give credit to the owner, right? So all we're doing, delete that, just for the sake of this right here, I don't want to. Um, yeah, let's do that. And just for the sake of time, I am just going to leave this right here and take the plane off. Okay. But as you can see, the picture here matches this image right here. I'll give credit to the keeping current matters on the top. I have no problem with that. I just want to have a different way to display this. Now, I have advanced training, but you could go advanced. Some of these things I'm going to show you in a few other options. You could add videos to it. You could add some call to actions. So I'll show you what mine's actually look like in a second. But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and hit publish. And it's going to say, how do you want to do this? And I'm just going to say for Adobe Reader, it's just going to do this for Flipbook. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it only for a Flipbook. And all I did was I grabbed the blog that I could have just shared. Like I could have gone on the blog and I could have just like, where's the blog? I could have just gone right here and then I can just click Facebook and I can share it to Facebook and I do like this. And then it's going to, this is boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just post on Facebook. It's boring. Now look at what we just created. Boom. I mean, obviously it's a little sloppy because I didn't do. But look at this right here. Now all of a sudden I got a flip book. Oof, so good. I'm gonna show you some really good advanced things you could do in a second, right? And now you got a flip book, and that's pretty awesome. But here's what gets even awesomer. That's not even a word though. Awesomer is not a word. So don't say that, especially if you got kids. They're not going to be happy with you. But watch this here now. So now we just created that. All I got to do now is come over here and I got to say create a 3D cover. I'm giving you guys all the secrets. And now I got all these 3D covers right here. And let's just go ahead and whack this one right here, hit the preview button, and it's going to give me, right, this right here. And what can I do now? I can save this image, right? I save the image, as normal. Now, what I would do, I would take this, and this is what I would post, and then I would link them that when they click on it, it brings them to this page. Oof, so good, so good. So that's just one way that I use design, and I want to show you a couple of things that I've done in the past. So let me just go to my flip books, and I do have. I'm hoping it's in here. If it's not, yeah, this one right here. So let's open this flip. This is my maximum payoff guide for sellers. This is one that I did, and what I would do is I would send out if I have a new seller, I would send them this guide. This is what part of my workflow. If I'm prospecting, I have I also had physical copies of these. I went to Staples and I print them out. By the way, so that's pretty good. I used somebody on Fiverr to create it for me. Now you can do the same thing with AI and all the content. Back in those days, I had to manually write all that stuff, which was torturous, right? But now, this is my book. It's a system and a gamble, the maximum payoff guide for sellers. And then when they open it up, this is my sneak peek of what's inside. This is my team right here. Meet my team. I got my mission statement, my core values, and stuff like that. And what I did was in the updated version, this was a video that played right here. This was this was actually a commercial. This was actually a commercial that I did. And this was way back when I sell. I don't sell anymore. But this was a commercial that I did. This was a puzzle and some other things. And then on the bottom I had all the testimonials. This is my favorite page, the 30 questions that and this was done inside of design or some of the images I had created. I had them created by Fiverr. And I actually have and if you're interested in that, you could probably reach out to me. I do have a template that I created in PowerPoint that you just got to go in and change the words and stuff like that. I should probably put it into Canva. That's probably what I am going to do. And then it's easier to manipulate and to edit and do all of that cool stuff. So anyway, this is what you can do with Designer. And I have multiple different ones, and I've created so many different ones. I've created one for buyers, the ultimate buyer kit, Instagram marketing secrets, and all these different things that I've done. So again, you can do so much more with Designer, and you can do it right now. Another one that you can do, let's kind of get this off, because I'm giving you guys everything today. So that's one. That's the tool. What's the strategy, coach? Great question. The strategy is you take the flip book and you could do multiple different strategies, right? That's the how in the what, the where, and the how. Here's how I'm going to use this. I'm actually going to send this out to my neighborhood, or I'm going to run some ads and drive traffic back to it. Or I'm going to post one of this every single week, or I'm going to post it and have people go to my Instagram using a QR code so I can pick up followers. But you're putting out content. Does this make sense? Wish I could see your beautiful faces right now. The other one that you're going to do is one that you can use in Canva. Now, Canva is pretty good. Let's get rid of these guys right here as I go down this journey. Canva is also good. Now, Canva have a lot of different things. They have something called Magic Write, but one of the things that a lot of folks don't know that Canva also have is these apps. Right? And Canva has a lot of AI tools in there, but they have these apps. And in the apps, one of them is going to be the flip books. There's flipping book, and then there's simple booklet flip. So all you got to do to Canva is just say, hey, look, listen, I want to, make a flip book. And they would say, okay, great. Let's just go ahead and click on that. And you say using an existing design, and I did all of this already. Once you click on using, and you could create, you could have an ebook in there, which everybody knows you can do in Canva. Okay. And let's just say I picked, this one right here. It's going to spin it out, create an ebook for me, and then it's going to say, okay, great, your book is created. And then once your book is created, it's going to look something like, where did it go? This flip books. I need the other one for you. Um, I'll show you that one too. And this is what it would look like, right? It would look like this one right here, over here actually. This is what it would look like, and they have like how do you want to design the book? Do you want to do a page flip? Do you want to do? Well, I was just in there. What are we talking about? 1 second, family. I think I got logged out for some reason. There we go. Um, so let's preview this. This is what a flip book would look like. Do you want to do a page flip? Do you want to do a slide, parallax, bounce, right? But it's the same concept. Like Designer, in terms of they'll give you the ebook. I like Designer because I've been using that for years, but here are some options. And then now you have the same thing. I want to show you actually another one that they created that was pretty cool. This is their version of it. So I love it. And again, it's what I was talking about. So this is what an ebook could look like. And then you could send it out to your clients with the content, right? I love these. And then you'll see in a second, you got the video. I talked about putting the videos in. You have different call to action buttons on there. It's so interactive. And then at some point, as you begin to go through, you can have video of yourself popping up, talking to them, as the case may be. If you're into video, some folks like, I ain't doing no video. Okay, that's cool. Right? But I hope you get the gist of it. And the other one that you can do is one that they call Flipbook. And this, just for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you. So I created this one, navigating the AI landscape. I took the PDF and created it, and then it just created this beautiful ebook for me that you could play videos in, your clients could download for. So for whatever it's worth, this is just one way that you all should be having pre-listing packets, buyer packets, showcasing your expertise. People may not go through your website and watch all your about you, but if you say, hey, look, listen, I do have the maximum payoff guide for sellers, Mr. Seller. Thank you for allowing the opportunity to call. And I know that you're not quite ready yet, but I do want to send over some information about me and my team and my company and what we do and why we are number one and no one sells more real estate in the world than us. I want to send this information over to you so you could take a look at it. It's pretty interactive. And there's a couple of things that I know is going to be helpful to you, especially on page 21. Now, what's on page 21? Whatever you want to be on page 21. All I know is that when they get that sucker, they're going to go straight to page 21. That I know. So are you getting this? Are you tracking with me? Right? The goal here is, family, is to give people something that they can interact with you and create an amazing experience. I would also have in that ebook some form of video testimonials. People are really not, they're sleeping on the video testimonials. So I'll definitely have those inside of there. So, okay. So that's the flipping book. That's the other one there. You can do that. So that's also too as well. And again, you could find this right inside of Canva. The paid version is whatever it is, like $100 for the year or something like that. I don't even know. It's just like silly money, right? So that's going to be on that. The last piece inside of Canva is something that they call Magic Write. And I like Magic Write because it allows you to take content from something and then you could rewrite it, right? So I'm going to give you an example. So I went to YouTube, right? And there is an app called Merlin. I'm going to talk to you about Merlin in a little bit just before we leave, before we close. Merlin is a beautiful app that it's a Chrome extension that sits on your whole, it sits on your whole computer. So now if I come and I say, let me find a viral video. Let's say about one of them, right? Oh, to sell your house. Okay. Let's just do that. I want to do this. I don't know who this guy is, but he got 37,000 views on this one video. It's 3 years old, so 37,000 views is okay. No problem.
As a real estate professional, I
Right.
often see
And
people.
then let me just pause it for a second. And then um on the side, you're gonna see, and Merlin is gonna pop up in a second. And Merlin is going to start analyzing the video. And in a second, see, I can do this right here. I can summarize the video. I can get a transcript of the video, right? I can create a tweet and blogs from the video as the case might be. So if I hit the summarize button, right, it will just summarize the video of whatever it is that he's talking about, right? So it's doing that right now. And here's the cool part about it. So this is a summary of the video. It talks about the different parts, chat with the summary. I can ask certain questions as the case might be. I copy the summary, or what I would probably do is get the transcript, right? But in this case, I don't want to do it right now, but I'll probably get the transcript. I'll come back over to Magic Write. Let's just get out of here. I'm gonna come back over to Magic Write, and then I'll paste it inside of here. So just go ahead and do that, and I'll just paste it. All right, short story done right. Essential tips, YouTube. So just give me the links. I don't want that. I want some actual content. Increase supply and demand. Okay. So I did this one, the survival of housing market crash. As in, you know what? Better yet. Let's just do. The cool part is that I could take viral content that's doing good on YouTube, or I can take a blog or whatever the case might be. I could come right over here and I can just click on it, and I can just go to my magic. Edit magic, right? And now I can say, okay, great. Let's just go ahead and generate, and it will generate content for me. I can hit the magic right again, and then I can say rewrite this, and now we'll rewrite it. And now you have content a little bit fresh. You can tweak it, and you can go back and forth. And then once you finish with this, you can take it, and then you can hit the share button, and you could go down to more. And I could say, hey, I want to make me a flip book. And you just come down and you find the flip book app. And there you go. You just made a flip book. Again, another way for you to create content. So I hope you're tracking with me. I'm dropping bombs in here today. But that's the flip book version of that there. So just kind of go through these. Let's talk about Merlin real quickly, and then I'm kind of like land this plane, and I come back down to some of the things that I want you to really pay attention to. So Merlin is pretty good because Merlin is it sits inside of your email. So what do I mean by that? Right. So let's just go ahead and say let's go ahead and come over and find an email that I want to rewrite. Let's just do that for a second. I want to find an email. As a matter of fact, let me bring this back up. One of those times where you have like multiple things on the screen and you're trying to figure out, well, what's the next one to do? Okay, here we go. So, okay. So I have this email from this person named Kate Porter, right? And you'll see this AI button up here. Some of you don't have that button because that's Merlin. Right, Merlin is right there, sitting inside of my email. He's sitting on the bottom right here. So how do you get Merlin? You go to the Chrome extension store, right? Or you could go to getmerlin.in, right? But you could go to the Chrome extension store and you can get Merlin. And let's just see what Merlin does very quickly. So now Kate says, okay, she wants to hire me to do whatever it is that she wants me to do. I can go ahead and hit the button and hit reply. And then when I hit reply, Merlin is going to be sitting at the top right here. So it's going to say, what do you want to do? So I click the what do I want to do? And we will draft a nice mail for you. Just write something to press. I'll just say, I am interested. And available. Don't judge me for spelling wrong, okay? Because that's what's going to happen. Those dates. Okay. All right. So I am interested and available in those dates. Send me more information. And what I can do is, once you do that, as a matter of fact, introduce yourself. All right. All right, motivation. So you say, hi, Kate. I hope the email finds you well. My name is Yvonne Piana, motivation speaker. Shorten it. I want to shorten that. Okay. So I hope that you're tracking. So this is one way that I can insert it into the email. So that would be That would be Merlin. Merlin is my main guy for that. Another guy that I use a lot too is Ghostwriter. Okay, Ghostwriter. Take that down to Ghostwriter. So I'll just say the same thing to Ghostwriter. I and available. Send me more. Okay. And what I can do is I can say the style is basic. I want it to be casual, but in this case, I want it to be more professional. The length, I want it to be kind of short, and then I can hit the right button. Please report again. You're acting like that. Are you acting like that in my live preview, bro? um, okay, it's it's been a little bit not fun today. But Ghostwriter and Merlin is the two that you want to use inside of your email so that way you don't have to worry about what to say and when to say it and all those different things. So that's what it really kind of comes down to. Let's kind of get you get you out of here. So that's Merlin on the inside. So let's kind of go back and track a little bit on what we covered, right? So what we focus on today is AI can help you do a lot of different things. You need to know what you want it to do. So, number one, we talked about going back and watching the video because I did talk about how to create a prompt, how to create your persona, how to use that to help you create content. Today, I showed you a little bit of a cheat sheet, right? Last week, I showed you the foundation. Today, I showed you a little bit more of a cheat, how to use Room View to get done for you content, how to use Designer and sites like Keeping Current Matters to get information that you could put into an ebook, how to use YouTube videos and convert those videos, transcribe those videos, and take that, rewrite them inside of Canva, and then you can put out that content. Okay, we talked about how to use AI to automatically post relevant content for you. And then I also showed you a sneak peek on how you could run ads. Next week, I'm going to be talking about sellers, identifying sellers, creating content for sellers, and I'll probably throw a few bonus things in there too as well to help you navigate through this process. Now, here's what I want to leave you with. I want you to understand. None of this is going to work if you don't put in the work. None of this is going to work if you don't put in the work. If you're not willing to show up, if you're not willing to get in and spend at least 30 to 45 minutes every single day learning about AI, implementing, taking the video, pausing, stopping, like really working on it, really becoming better at it, really becoming great at it, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be successful. And the reason is that anything that you do, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. Could you be successful without using AI? Absolutely, for sure. But I can tell you this, if you're using AI, it allows you to collapse the time that it will take you to do anything, and you can get to where you need to get to a lot faster. This week was a challenging week for me because I lost someone that I loved. It was a challenge because, they passed away in their home and no one knew that they were gone. And this life that we are living in, it's quick, it's fast, and it goes really, 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 really in a hurry. So my thing to you today, my heart to you today, is use the artificial intelligence to help you collapse the time to take you to make videos, to create content, to post out stuff, get more listings, make more sales, so that you can do what really matters. You can do what really matters. So again, I am just excited to be able to spend this time to be your coach, to be your mentor, to be able to do this for you. So if you're watching the replay, make sure that you connect with whomever it is to make sure you get to part one. And then we have one more that we're going to be doing. And that one, we're going to be talking about predictive analytics, big data, and how to use AI to get you some listings. So, with that being said, God bless you. I love you. It's amazing to be alive, and it's amazing for us to be able to have this opportunity to do these things that we are doing right now. So until we meet next time, my name is Ifoma Pierre, and I am your friend, and I'm here to help. God bless you guys. Take care. Be good.